So I've been asked now a few times how to become a member of the Church of Satan and what happens when you become a member of the Church of Satan. Well, I can answer how to become a member of the Church of Satan. Just go to the Church of Satan website and the directions are there. What happens when you become a member, I'm not really so sure of anymore. I mean, it's been, I became a member back in 94, 95, and back then what the process that it was is, I'm sure that on some level it's based on, your individual experiences, but what happens nowadays, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's a similar process, but, I really can't tell you specifically. I mean, my experience might be different from yours and vice versa. What happened for me is I filled out the application form, which I requested by mail. This is before the internet. Yeah, I'm old. And so I requested an application by mail. I got the application, and I filled it out, sent them my $100, and they sent me back a psychological evaluation form. And it was pretty extensive. It had like 50 questions on it. My dog's being naughty. It has like 50 questions on it, and ranging from what do you, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? What is your favorite color? What is Satan to you? What is Satanism? Why do you want to join? And then they had some oddball questions that you couldn't really figure out the relevance to, but obviously they're trying to determine if your knowledge of Satanism and if you're a complete psycho or not, or whatever, and to pin down certain latent traits in your personality that will be expressed coming out in certain questions. If you're the satanic witch, I mean, you get a good idea of what those are. So yeah, I filled that out. I mailed that back in, and then they mailed me back another letter saying, hey, you have a good grasp and good concept of what Satanism is. We'd like to consider you to be further involved in our organization. Please mail us some pictures of yourself. And they asked me something else. I don't remember exactly where I was now, but it had to do with pictures. So I mailed them some pictures, and then they mailed me back another letter saying, okay, well, will you please, to be considered for further involvement, and we would like to consider you to be a representative in our area or in your area. Will you please mail us a VHS copy of yourself, a video copy of yourself, talking about Satanism and talking about yourself, so that we can see how well you can articulate the fundamentals of Satanism and express yourself in our views. And yeah, this was before DVD and CD and computer, so this is all snail mail and this is on a VHS. Well, one, I didn't have a freaking VHS camcorder. Back then, those things were expensive, man. They were big bucks. They were like $500-600. I delivered pizzas when I was 18, so. And also, at that time, I wasn't really interested in that type of involvement. I mean, I was kind of intrigued, but that really wasn't why I joined, to become a Grand Poobah in the Church of Satan. I really just wanted to sign my name on the dotted line to show my affiliation. That's pretty much it. And some days I wish I would have followed through with that. But at the same time, I mean, I'm sure that option's still open to me if I want to pursue it. But it's that was my personal experience anyway. I'd be curious to know other members out there. I'd be curious to know what your experience was, if it was similar, if that's just a cookie cutter thing that everybody goes through, or if my experience was unique, or if yours is unique, whatever. So yeah, I'd like some feedback on that if anybody can give me some. But yeah, that was my experience, 15 years ago. And yeah, there you go.